at least for today. His new skipper offers words of wisdom and inspiration as he prepares to make his debut appearance on the show's big stage. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
And welcome back in. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles. Chase Robinson, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his...
First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside. Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Rather warm here north of the border, 85 degrees at first pitch. And the curveball is swung on and missed, and a good pitch there results in a strikeout to begin the afternoon. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Here it comes. Hanser Alberto comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Come on, guys.
Ball 3.
And he misses again, ball 3.
The count is
Bases
3-1.
are empty, 1 man out.
We got a
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Thank you, man.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Renato Nunez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Softly hit toward the hole. Shaw gloves it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they now batting Dwight Smith Jr. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 3-1. Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
That's a ball.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1, no strike.
Smith, a ball out to straightaway center.
Here we go. Relay.
Davis will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Anthony Santander the next to bat. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone.
Stay ahead now.
1 down now. 1 down.
And he'll step off. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Santander, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now the 0-1. Again, he sends it out of play.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate, Austin wins, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Oh, look at the dive. Wow. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Into the box, Chris Davis, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Swing and a liner, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready now for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Hit down the line at first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At the plate, Hanser Alberto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High in the air out to center field. Davis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on. Digging in, Jose Iglesias. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Fouled off. The 1-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Austin Hayes the next to bat. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. This is foul right side.
Hey, you got it. Get us out of here.
Here it comes on 0-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
1 left for the. Stepping into the box, Anthony Santander. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Two and 0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Smoke toward the hole. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Striding in once again, Austin Wynns. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Popped him up. Shaw moving to his left. 2 gone. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 19, Chris.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Pretty good breaking ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ramon Urias. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Right to him.
Alberto.
And that's the second out. Ready once again, Jose Iglesias.
Now batting.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air to center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. And here's Renato Nunez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Grounded up the first baseline.
Hey, we got nobody.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Striding in, Dwight Smith Jr. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Dwight Smith Jr.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. In now, Austin Hayes.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
No runner, go home.
And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. Stepping in now Austin Wynns, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. No hits to this point. On a line, that's a base hit. Santander rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Racing back the center fielder, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
7-1 the final today. The O's jumped ahead in the 7th inning. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Jose Urquidy, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see right there where they rank in that category.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Yuli.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Comes into his first at bat at 283, 18 homers and 69 runs batted in. Ready with the 0-1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Alvarez on third. Bregman at second with 2 gone. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Cut hold.
He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
George Springer the next to hit. And this one's in the dirt, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Next up for the Stros, Josh Reddick. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And there's 1 away. Standing in, Garrett Stubbs. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Now the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Miles Straw. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Straw has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Leading up for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Hey, no outs now.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey!
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball in.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away. So coming to the plate, Michael Brantley. Here comes the first pitch.
Michael.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Strike taken up in the zone.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases.
Cut. Nobody.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. Too high, and it's 3-0.
3-0 the count.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1 the count now.
Hey, we got one here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Panic's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman. And that's taken for strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
We got 2. 2 down.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field, and that is off the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Bregman takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He'll score easily as they move on top 4-0. So here's Yuli Gurriel.
The first baseman, number 10.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it, and that retires the side. Striding into the box, George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and no strikes.
Springer.
Hit in the air to right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. So here's Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
One out now.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
2.
McKinney. And the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Cut. Hold it.
Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-0 the count. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And it's fouled away.
That's a ball.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1. They lead it 4-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. There's a knuckleball that he looks at cross right down Main Street for a strike. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line hard. Foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Michael Brantley is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yordan.
Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Line toward the gap in left center. Hernandez is going to have room out there as he. Jordan Romano.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Stros jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Urquidy picks up his team best 14th win in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 8 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Toronto have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Tyler Glasnow, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Where's the one now?
Pitch on the way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette's got it. And that's the first out. Now here's the pitch.
The left fielder, Jose.
No, that's a ball.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Now at the plate, Austin Meadows, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 2-2.
3 balls.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get. And if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Runner's back. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Lau. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
1 down now, 1 down.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No ball.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Right side, hit hard. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And there's out number 2. Standing in, Willie Adames. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in.
Willie.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll move to the third with no score. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Yandy Diaz.
Hey, no outs now.
Here comes the first pitch.
Bowling. 1-0.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
First offering on its way.
Bowling.
Hey, we got one here.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Line hard to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The catcher, number 9.
And this one runs up high, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and a strike.
That's turn 2, huh?
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings. So it's back to the top of the order now, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell.
The designated hitter.
And he fouls this one off.
Wendell.
The windup and the 0-1. In the air now out to right field. Grichuk is there, 1 away. Up next for the Rays, Jose Martinez, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
No, that's low.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Austin Meadows.
Now batting. Right
Here's
fielder,
the first pitch to him.
Austin
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Too high, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice
Number
job
8.
by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock. This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The count now at 2-1. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ji-Man Choi. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
No outs here.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Willy Adames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Yandy Diaz. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Give him your best stuff.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
To 1-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Rays strand just the 1. It remains 1-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Perez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 7.
And that misses ball 1.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
And he pops the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Number 8.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Standing in now, Ji-Man Choi. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ground ball right into the shift. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Anthony Bass is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Toronto claimed the victory.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Chase Robinson, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Stepping up now, Colton Wong. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
One out.
Into the box, Jairo Munoz. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes in with an average of 265. 3 homers and 19 driven in. A 2-0 count to the Redbirds' designated hitter.
2-0's the count.
The 2-0 on the way.
No, that's low. Ball.
On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And he
Ball
lays
4,
off here,
take your
ball
base.
4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Paul Goldschmidt, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw in as he steals the bag easily.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Munoz, the runner at second with 1 away. Line drive base hit.
2-2-2.
And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he hits one on a line to left field. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
No runner. Cut hole.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. Oh, that grounder got him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. At the plate now, Tommy Edman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits.
And this one gets away. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third. Second and third here, 1 man out. Fouled away. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Ready with the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Grichuk is there, and he'll put it away to retire the. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Dexter Fowler.
windup and the 0-2 pitch.
No, that missed.
Wow, that was a pretty good two-strike slider right there.
1 and 2.
I think that would fool them, and the umpire, too.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And another foul ball.
Hey, we got no one.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Guerrero trying to get there. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Here we go.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Hernandez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jairo Munoz. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count.
1-1-1.
These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. 0-1 the count. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals first baseman.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Count is full.
Matt Carpenter would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom.
Play ball. 3.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning.
Here we go, right now, fellas. Hey, no outs now.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Yanked fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. And it's gone as they add still another.
Now batting.
A ball and no strikes.
That's the ball.
DeYoung.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put...
That's ball 4.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Play ball 3. Out. You're out.
Standing in, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
And the pitch. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Right, yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Shortstop, Tyro.
Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Cut hold.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone!
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 268 the average for him coming in. 29 homers and 81 driven in. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And there's ball 2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
There's one at 97, and all he can do is foul that one away. The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2-0 now.
Hey, now, we've got 2.
Now here's the pitch.
1-1-1.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So, stepping up to the plate, Aaron Judge. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Aaron.
Fastball well outside.
Ball,
2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
3-0 now.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
And that's finally over for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line, but now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Into the second deck and gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but assault.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases.
Cut hold.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
1-0 the count. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch.
Ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, McGuire. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees 3. Bottom of the 3rd now. Next for New York, Thairo Estrada. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he
gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Up next for the Yankees.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Estrada leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air out to left. Fisher's in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
The designated hitter.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Can't let your guard down in the box. I don't care how great a hitter you are up there. You have to find a way to stay aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Fouled away. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, McGuire. And the throw to first ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, here we go now.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
To the plate now, Maikel Franco, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. McKinney going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Cut it, hold it.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Kellen Deglan comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hard hit ball to second. Panic is there. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Thairo Estrada. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command. 0-2.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Now another 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, one away.
Swing and a looper to left. In comes Fisher. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. In there, and it's 0-1.
LeMahieu.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, down 21.
The 1-1. And he popped him up. Guerrero in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Lays off. 2-2 now. Bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon as he tacks on to his total, currently third best on the Yankee ball club. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. He'll try it again. 3-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Sam Gaviglio enters to do the pitching in the bottom.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A one-run game. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Mike Montgomery, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game.
You're out. Out.
Stepping up now, Anderson Miller. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Anderson Miller.
Now here's the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
In now, Nicky Lopez.
the shortstop.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Batting third, the second
Whit
baseman.
Merrifield next to bat. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single.
Nope.
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here now the 2-2. Liner towards second. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fast. Sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
When you're drawing up plans for your club in spring training, you'd love to have pop and power from your corner outfield spots, and they certainly have that in this guy right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. The run comes across to score. Ahead 1-0.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So next to the plate for the Royals, Ryan O'Hearn, and a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. He's set the 0-1, and it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that.
Leading off.
First offering on its way.
The left fielder.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
The pitch. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. Brett Phillips will bat next. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And it's a 2-2 count to Brett Phillips.
2-2 to count.
Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
You got 1.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Cam Gallagher. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Now he'll step off. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. The Royals lead it 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Anderson Miller, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Ready for another chance? Nicky Lopez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fastball too high, ball 4. Digging in now for Kansas City, Whit Merrifield. 1 for 1 after halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two and two to Hunter Dozier.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count pitch home. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So stepping in, Alex Gordon, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Hey, 2 outs.
And another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a...
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
Check him out. Clutch up right here.
3 runs already home here. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. That's down low. It's ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away. First offering on its way. In there, strike 1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Another 1-2 delivery. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this. Jordan Romano answers the call.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season?
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Now at the plate, Victor Reyes. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Detroit, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Here comes the first pitch. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
To first, Shaw fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Here's Cameron Maybin now. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball one.
The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
2 down, 2 down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Next up for Detroit, Harold Castro. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. Hernandez is in pursuit, but this will land untouched. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder looking up, still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
No balls and a strike to count. And a step off. The 0-1 on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he got him. Next for the Tigers, Clint Frazier.
Batting 7, the left fielder.
Nope.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, huh?
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Come on, guys.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now in the box, number 19, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, McGuire. He'll throw down to first, one away.
Hey, we got one out here.
Batting ninth.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Here we go, guys.
Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and a strike now. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. One ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 3-0 now.
I got 3-0.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1. Runs up and gets this one down. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Into the box now, Cameron Maybin. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The batter, the first baseman.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. And that misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Relay, hit me. Eat it, eat it.
He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Here's Jonathan Scope now.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
And it's quickly 0-2.
That's up.
Popped him up. McGuire waits on it.
I got it. Ball.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs. All set for the start of the 4th. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Harold Castro. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Castro stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 1-1 the count. Now the pitch. This pitch is popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you can see on the graphic, his total for the year places him 3rd best on this year's Tigers ball club. Austin Romine is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
0-1.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
Hey, one down now, one down.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Now to the plate, number 19 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Paredes.
Hey, place the one now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You out here.
Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on to Panic, and that'll retire the side. Tigers leave 1. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Niko Goodrum. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And he fouls this one off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And that misses 2-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. So now to the plate, Victor Reyes.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. Top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So now the Jays manage an 8-0 shutout this evening. The Tigers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Chase Robinson starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
First delivery to him on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Robinson, a Canadian native. He was a 16th round selection during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs.
Oh, look at the diving stop. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Austin Meadows. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
This is one of the better hitters in the game right now, Dero. Struggling a little bit, hitting under 300 in his last 10 games.
Yeah, and he's going to have to get scalding hot if he wants to run down this batting title. I don't see it happening right now. The way he's been swinging it, he is certainly slowed down, and it's in his head a little bit.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 8.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
A ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3. Ji-Man Choi will be next. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time, and a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's up and in for ball 1.
1-0.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the stretch. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
So he got him swinging. Ji-Man Choi goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In there, no balls and a strike.
Let's hit every base. Take the easy way.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready on 0-2. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Rays leave them loaded. Tampa Bay nothing. Blue Jays due up next. Major League Baseball is on the show. Set to get his day started, Nate Lowe, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Low.
Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball and was able to find the hole.
And this one's in the dirt. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
That's out.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
No outs here.
Again, a 1-2. And he
Inside,
takes
ball 2.
very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes, the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
No runner, cut hold.
In to score is the runner from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
0-1 the count. 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Zunino stands at second with no outs. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Still 1-2.
Hey, no outs here.
And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Bichette ranging into the outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Into the box now, Austin Meadows. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Stepping in now, Brandon Lau, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2.
One down. Here we go right now, fellas.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Again, he sends it out of play. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. There's one.
He's out.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Ji-Man Choi.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Ripped down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Digging in now, Willy Adames. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Willie.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Adames tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Slow little roller to third. Right to him. Throw gets him. 2 down. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Nate Lowe. He reached on a single in his first try. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out, nobody on. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Kevin.
A ball and no strikes. Kiermaier playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Knuckleball below the knees. 1-0. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Into the box now, Jose Martinez. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Jordan Romano, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Tampa Bay Rays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.